Long before the lunch crowd arrives, our tiny chef clocks in for service. Preparing a fully functioning pastel food truck requires a precise daily routine, starting with an inspection of the countertops and a final adjustment of the chef's hat. This top-down schematic compares a standard commercial kitchen layout directly to our miniature truck. Human kitchens rely on sprawling prep zones. Here, the layout condenses into hyper-efficient inches. The chef memorizes exact movement pathways to avoid cross-contamination between raw seeds and finished plates. The sheer lack of space forces the chef to maintain rigorous spatial discipline. Dropping a single crumb in the wrong zone compromises the whole line, meaning the operational demands match the coordination required in a full-sized restaurant. And right outside the service window, the demand is already building.
A massive crowd of hungry stuffed animal patrons has gathered in the center of the bustling miniature plaza, waiting for the shutters to open. This horizontal timeline maps the exact duration of the upcoming peak lunch rush. The chef has a severely compressed service window to clear the entire queue of patrons before the timer hits 0, amplifying the pressure of every single ticket. Clearing the line is only half the battle. Today, anonymous critics are evaluating the truck for the prestigious Golden Sunflower Award. Winning requires perfect temperature control, rapid and precise plating speeds, and 0 dropped raw ingredients. With a limited window and a crowd of patrons waiting, today's service tests whether the chef can maintain that plating precision while the clock runs down to 0. The moment the first microscopic seed patty hits the heat, the rush begins.
The chef uses delicate, rapid nudges to flip the patties, keeping its whiskers carefully angled away from the rising steam of the griddle. This side-by-side bar chart compares the proportional ingredient ratios of a Michelin star human slider to our chef's seed patty creation. By matching the exact percentages of plant protein, fresh vegetable, and complex carbohydrate, the tiny slider achieves the same balanced profile as a luxury meal. If you want to follow our heroes' journey as they tackle even more complex recipes, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Navigating the cramped truck requires frantic, high-speed pivots, yet the moment the chef turns to the vegetable station, that kinetic energy halts, giving way to slow-motion, deliberate precision. Assembling artisanal skewers demands intense visual focus. In the rush to plate a complex fragment of bell pepper and cucumber, selecting only the perfectly squared cuts to thread onto the tiny serving sticks. Scaling raw ingredients down to fractions of a millimeter makes standard knife work difficult. Moisture evaporates faster, and the vegetables lose their structural integrity if handled with too much force. Cooking at a microscopic scale turns basic food assembly into a feat of fine motor control. This line graph tracks the incoming tickets, showing an exponential spike in order volume during the final minutes of the lunch rush. The tiny kitchen's capacity is officially overwhelmed. In the rush to plate a complex order, the chef collides with a glass jar. It kips over in slow motion, scattering tiny seeds entirely across the primary prep station and blocking the work surface. In a space this small, an unmanaged spill could halt the entire service. The chef pauses for a fraction of a second, re-evaluating the available counter space before proceeding. Using agile, calculated maneuvers, the hamster reroutes its plating process. It bypasses the spill, utilizing a narrow 2-inch gap on the secondary counter to finish building the final sliders. With the grill emptied, the chef executes a final surge of movement, packing the finished meals into microscopic cardboard boxes and pushing them out the delivery window to the waiting crowd. In the heat of a rush, success depends on the ability to work around an obstacle the moment it appears, rather than letting the mess stop the line. The service timer finally hits 0. The last cardboard box slides across the counter, concluding the lunch rush delivery surge. Stepping back, we can see the completed gourmet spread. Dozens of perfectly arranged microscopic sliders and vibrant vegetable skewers sit in their tiny boxes, offering a massive visual feast for the miniature plaza. From the patron's perspective, the chaos inside the truck is completely invisible. They only see the tight, layered construction of the seed patties and the vibrant color contrast of the plated vegetables. The final plates successfully bridge the gap between high-pressure preparation and artistic presentation. For surviving the gauntlet without compromising on quality, the critics reach their verdict. The tiny food truck is officially awarded the Golden Sunflower. Our chef receives a well-earned reward, a massive, high-value premium sea treat enjoyed right next to the brand-new golden trophy. The quality of the final spread proves that careful technique and attention to detail remain effective, no matter how small the kitchen. With the plaza fed and the kitchen clean, the truck packs up.
Next week, our tiny chef takes this mobile kitchen across the globe to tackle the demanding folds of miniature street tacos. To make sure you get a front row seat for that next adventure, drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you for the next lunch rush.